Fade to black. Hello! We're here. Oh, hello.
Just in the nick of time.
Welcome. Oh, I was just putting my apron on. I still think that it's on wrong beach. How are we? Welcome, guys. 110 episodes. Is it 110?
110.
110. Sorry, excuse us. We have been trying to do 10 umpteen things at once.
Well, it's school holidays.
Haven't we?
There's people everywhere.
Isn't it great to see?
Hmm.
And Hearns seems to be quite the tourist attraction that we're seeing.
Yes.
Lots of people coming in.
Lots of visitors.
Lots of visitors.
From all over the place.
Which is really cool.
Hmm.
You know, I suppose after the couple of years that we didn't.
Oh, yeah. What
What have we got on?
This is our regular segment.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is car
It's
of the
getting
week.
harder and harder.
Well, it's turned into cars of the week.
Yeah. Well, I
Hasn't it?
guess it's only fitting. You know, we've got these little ones, so if you can't guess just one,
I suppose
you've
I'd take up
you've
the
got
size.
three. Hey,
Got to edge your bets.
that's it.
That's a cute little one.
It is. These two look.
Are they the
Pretty
same
similar.
scale?
They're all the same scale.
Are they?
That's tiny.
Wow. Isn't it? Is it really the same scale? I don't believe you. The wheels are too small. Anyway, who's here? Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Any
Um,
comments here yet?
a
That might be
huge-
just popping through.
a huge week this week with stuff, haven't we? Got stuff
much
coming.
happening.
How much?
Plenty.
How much Gundam have we got?
We've got heaps.
So
Heaps
much
for
Gundam.
Such a long time with no Gundam. We've got plenty now.
BJ's been like swimming in the kits like Scrooge McDuck, haven't you?
Yeah, mother.
And what else have we got?
We've got trains. We've
Trains.
got tools.
Tools. Oh, God hand. No? That's why I've done the apron today. Well, that and we Marlon has promised me that we're getting down and dirty and we're doing some plastering.
Oh,
And he's promised me a scene
Yes.
like
yes.
maybe The Ghost.
Nice.
Yep. So
Nice.
he's gonna like come behind and we're gonna like shape and sculpt.
Yeah, I
A
like
train.
it.
I don't know what it's got to do with a train, but hey, I'm in. So I thought I better wear my hazmat suit.
Hazmat, yeah, it'll protect you a little bit.
Oh, it's good hands. Must
Yeah.
be good.
It is good.
What else have we got? So we're going to be working on our N scale. I think it's called an N scale layout, the little one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have
Complex
Marlon in. Yeah, after last week's huge show, who saw that? Wow! Remember a big helicopter?
That was big, wasn't it?
Oh, that was
was
something.
scary.
That was something else, wasn't it? So it was really nice of Brendan to come in for that.
Yeah, real eye-opening. Quite a different type
I learned a
of
lot.
machine.
It's really good having all these special guests on. They're really showing, all
Yeah,
different
for
aspects of the hobby and more than we know.
Yep.
All right. Cars of the week. What do we need to know, Beige?
What do we need to know? We need to know the make,
Make?
the model, the year,
Well, our model.
the name of the model
Name of the model.
of the car,
Okay. Yep. Color.
color,
Yeah.
and the year.
There we go.
So let's see how we go.
And I don't believe they're the same scale because that one's too small.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's
I
like
didn't check.
that would be like a comical car.
Hey.
Oh, talking of
No,
comical
they leave
cars, have we got something special today?
Yeah,
A
we've got
world-
something
A world premiere.
exclusive.
Hey, a world exclusive.
Yep.
That'll knock you off your camel, wouldn't it?
It would.
Oh. Well, I think we should take a look at what's new in rail section this week. What do you reckon?
Why not? I reckon.
I reckon for that
Some
we
pretty
need
interesting things.
I reckon for that we need to get Marlon in.
Yeah.
Come on in, Marlon.
Hey, Marlon.
Hey guys,
Thanks for coming in.
thank you. All right.
What
Sorry,
have we got?
mate, you'll have to excuse the energy levels of young Finn bought us a big box of donuts and I might have had missing out in the trough, so to speak. So we're riding the wave of Walker Donuts, which is fantastic.
That's it. Hopefully we get through the show before we all hit the sugar
The
crash.
sugar crash.
after
No.
the sugar
Keep
rush.
going. Keep going. mate.
We're up there.
We're up
Yeah.
there.
So you have 3 cars of the week today.
3 cars of the
Three.
week.
Yep.
Are they? Can you confirm? Are they the same scale?
Yes,
See?
they are all
Told
the
ya.
same scale.
That one's comical.
What,
Oh, it looks
the
like
other
a-
2 might just be really big. Big yank tanks or something. I don't know.
They could definitely be yank tanks.
Maybe I don't.
That's
I don't
even
know.
more amusing when you say it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
The
that
irony.
accent, the irony. What have you got? What's new in rail?
Well, we're going to look at the wagons actually.
Not wagon wheels.
No, we're going to look at the wheels and the wagons as well. So we've got some really cool, unique items from Hornby.
Yeah.
And these are sort of special edition models. And I thought we'd open up the packaging and have a look at each one.
Really?
So we've got we'll look at it in more detail. We've got the 2022 wagon. So this is Hornby
2022
celebration
wagon.
of this catalog year. They do one for every calendar year. So Go ahead and open it. That's fine.
Yeah, go.
That's fine. Go for it. We've got to open all of these.
I don't know.
Put it back. Why you put it back?
Well, I'm scared.
I've got a ruler. Use
I-
a ruler
I know-
trick.
I know
What you
what-
do
I
is
did a video- I did a
I know
video
what-
on that.
I know
You
what
push it.
I
and
know
you
what-
try and pull.
I know what foamies are like with their packaging,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be responsible.
There's also the 50th anniversary of, I believe it's of Hornby Railways. So the Hornby Railway series. So not Hornby's anniversary because they're over
No.
100 years old, but the Hornby Railways brand is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. So 1972 to 2022.
Wow, long time, isn't it?
And then we also have
Nearly as good as us.
Nearly.
We're celebrating our 75th.
That's it.
You
That's
don't,
it,
you
yeah.
don't look a day over 68, Reg.
Hey, I'll try.
Good work. Thanks for that. You can do this one now. Oh, you did such a good job with that. I think you could do an even better job with that one.
You know what? But I just struggle to think that they're going back in the same box.
What do you mean?
Well,
Well,
no,
you
they
gotta
have to
mix
go
them up.
back into their respective boxes.
They're engineered. I'm just gonna refer to the Steve Irwin incident. That's it.
That's it. So we got the Steve Irwin incident. Yeah. The Happy Father's
Oh.
Day wagon,
What
Hang
are you
on.
doing?
which is cool. Father's Day is coming up. And it seems like Hornby knew that.
Yep.
And then there's also this it's a flat wagon with the Coke bottle on it. So Coca-Cola edition.
Get out of here.
Right.
That's cool.
I knew you'd take that one first.
A flat
How about we
wagon.
start looking at some of
Well,
this
it's
stuff
called a
on the top?
Lomac wagon, actually.
And this is for adult collectors.
Sorry,
Adult collectors.
I heard that.
people who
Yeah.
collect adults.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, where have you taken it?
What?
Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
Oh, you got the overhead camera. Good.
For adult collectors.
Oh, it doesn't actually say that.
Yeah. Who's collecting adults?
There might be a few of them out there. I need to drink now and
What's
now
happening?
again.
Hang on.
Is it stuck?
I can't do it on camera.
Can't you?
No.
It's caught on the spot.
Come on, you're a professional. What's going on here?
They don't make it easy, do they?
Hey, actually, you know what we haven't done for a while? We haven't done Brett's box for a while.
That's true. Do you have anything in Brett's box that's been
Oh,
growing?
I'm taking it all out.
Oh,
Here we go.
All right.
shall we try
We
from
can
the
go.
top again?
We can go from the top again.
All
I
right,
think.
let's start.
So these were four quite unique, quite unprototypical, as in things that you wouldn't see in the real world.
Right.
Yeah.
Wagons that Hornby produced for this year. So the first
Wow.
one is the 2022 wagon.
2022 wagon.
That's it.
Oh,
So
let me do the
Looks
Oh,
like,
yeah, thank
looks
you.
like the wagon that Dumbo rode in.
maybe it is. I don't
Look
know.
at all the.
Have you seen that cartoon?
I have. Yeah, I loved
all
it.
the
Love that
detail.
movie. Yeah. You got a
That's
ladder
pretty
on the
tight,
side. Now I'm pretty sure all of these are based on quite old tooling, so there's a bit of heritage here.
That still looks pretty good for old.
It does actually. It's really good. You got metal wheels too, which is really nice. So they seem to roll pretty good.
That's what you need.
Yeah, they're the solid disc wheels with the holes.
That's back when they made them properly.
That's what they say. They don't
Yeah.
make them like they used
They
to.
don't make them
But
like they
when
used
it,
to.
when it comes to some of these wagons, sometimes they still make them like they used to. So that's
Sometimes
quite
they
nice.
remake
We
them
can
because
zoom
they
out a
do.
little bit if you want, BJ, just so we can
20,
have a look at the
20.
whole thing.
There we go.
There we go. That's quite lovely. Quite like nice and compact little 2-axle wagon.
I'm sure the
celebrating
printing on the
calendar year.
sides is much better than it used to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've certainly improved that quite a
It's
lot.
going to be too big to go in our layout, isn't it?
It's too big. Yeah,
Too
it's
big.
too big. Same scale because this is 00. We're doing 009, so we're doing the narrow gauge. But yeah, this is too big.
Too big.
So that's nice. And then there's a slightly longer one. This is the Hornby Railways brand. So that's like a sub brand within Hornby's range of trains that they've produced. So 50th anniversary this year, 72 to 2022. And again, it's nicely detailed for what is like a basic, I presume, an older tooling. But it looks quite nice and crisp. And again, metal wheels roll really nice. And then if your dad loves trains,
Which
this might be a good idea.
whose dad doesn't?
Exactly. Most people's dads at least kind of like trains. So
Most people have been on a train.
yeah, that's it. Most people have, and this would be for any rail enthusiast dad out there if you're stuck for Father's Day. So
Is that gold?
happy, it is.
That's gold printing, is it? 'Cause
It is indeed.
Flickering.
It is. Yeah. So they printed it with some
Gold
gold
leaf.
and gold leaf.
Can
Yeah.
we say gold leaf?
Why can't you?
I don't know the purity of the gold leaf, but it's definitely gold, golden color. That's really nice.
Yeah, good.
In fact, that's my favorite out of the bunch so far.
Is it?
Yeah. Spoke metal wheels.
I don't know that
Really
I've seen
nice.
a blue carriage before. A wagon.
well, you have now.
So Matt Jenkins has said, looking very railway, Brett.
Rocking very well. Wait, choo choo.
Choo choo ka-choo.
Getting it on. That's right. What about there? I still don't get this.
Why don't you get it?
What do you mean?
What don't you get about it?
Mate, when you're going to this big party, you need a really big bottle of Coke.
I'm pretty sure they've never, transported Coca-Cola.
Maybe this is self-propelled. Maybe the bottle's really well
rocket.
shook up, and then you take the cap off, and then it just flies along the track.
That's a possibility.
That is.
I dismiss that.
So yeah, look, if you're a fan of Coca-Cola, or if you collect Coca-Cola merchandise, and a lot of people do,
Or like rail.
or like rail, and if you like both, you're
In the right place.
you're in the right place. But that's really cool. It's a cool novelty. They call this a low Mech wagon, or low Mech. I guess I'm just gonna call it a wagon. But basically, it's a depressed flat car. Low Mech stands for it's a bit sad. Stands for I think it's low machinery. So the idea was that they have like a small loading gauge in the UK. So you have a limited height. So if you have over height items, a carriage like this or wagon like this allows you to carry those without impacting those restrictions.
Or impacting the end of a tunnel.
That's it.
Yep.
Exactly right. So
Or the start of the tunnel.
Oh, the start.
or the end. But yeah, there you go. It's the real thing.
Even better.
Nice.
Full strength as well, I noticed.
Yeah, it's none of this watered down,
Vanilla,
vanilla or
cherry, or
that's it. It's
Really
it's
colourful.
uncaffeinated variety. Is that still a thing? Uncaffeinated Coca-Cola?
Don't know.
pretty
I
sure
don't
it
drink
still
Coke,
is.
so I don't
We're not endorsed by Coke, are we?
know. No.
Not yet. Not
All
the way
right,
we're
let's move on,
going.
let's
I
move
don't,
on. All right, guys.
Not with you
I will-
clearly saying that you're not drinking
No.
Coca-Cola. I don't think it's on the
I
cards.
will return a bit later with you guys.
All right.
We're going to build the modeling.
We're
gonna
going to
build
make
a
a
rail.
huge mess, and I thought that would be best to talk about everything else before we did that.
Excellent.
All
We'll
right.
see you
All
guys
right.
soon.
Catch you
Thank
later.
you very much.
Look at that. Look, they're all joined together. Look, you push it over here.
How did you do?
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Did you
That's
know?
what couplings do,
Did
mate.
you know that it was going to do that?
Yeah. Did you know? You learn something every time. Don't
How
you?
do you uncouple it?
Yeah, you just unclip them.
No, now they're tangled.
See? Okay.
And then how do you couple it again?
Hey? What do you mean? You want me
I
to
don't know.
demonstrate again?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, you make sure they're in line,
You
right?
just bump into each other.
Yeah, you just push one into the other one. They weren't lined up, but
Weren't
that's the
they?
idea. Well, that one worked.
Choo! Radio.
You enjoy that? You're loving it, don't you?
Wow. All I can say is wow.
How good's that? Have we got any takers on the cars? Okay, so we've got one up here.
Let's talk
John
about the
reckons
cars.
EH Holden
John?
Wagon. I don't even know.
Ooh.
I've never looked.
Which one do we think the EH is?
Don't know. Which one, John? You have to give us
Yeah.
a better
What
Better
color?
pick.
Left or right? Your left, our right? I don't know.
one in the middle.
I'm confused. The one in the middle. That's so little. I just can't believe it's the same scale. I still can't. I just imagine the same person getting into that car.
Yeah,
Getting into that car.
yeah. I used to drive a little car. I almost got run over by a four-wheel drive because I couldn't see him.
Fair enough. Okay. And what else have we got?
What else we got? What are we going to talk about now?
I was hoping that you could lead into this.
Oh, well, I do have some plastic kits because we talked about Gundam before, right?
We talked about Gundam
I
before.
brought a few out. So got something new, got something old. But it's good to see all of it because we haven't seen any of this stuff for a long, long time.
And Gundam is something that I like to learn about.
Is it? Okay.
It's something that I don't. Ooh, something I do not know. What the heck is this?
This is a big
Waltz.
perfect grade from Endless Waltz.
Are they short?
So this is from Gundam Wing.
Gundam what?
Gundam Wing.
Wing.
And that's because these Gundams have wings on them, hence the cover. Now, these haven't been around for a long time. Because you can imagine how many different Gundam that Bandai have made over the years for
What?
different series.
Do they have wings that big?
It's got wings. You want to have a quick look? Let's open it up. So perfect grade is 1 to 6 year scale. It's the biggest scale that
Whoa!
make them in.
Looks like Roger.
That's not Roger. Yeah. It's
Pigeon.
on the top, eh?
Looks like a pigeon.
Oh, hang on.
We've
Zoom it
we've
out a bit, eh?
over zoomed. Oh,
Alright.
it's going to get all crinkly.
How's that? Is it in focus?
It's one of those kits that's got the different color in the sprues.
Yeah. So that's very signature Bandai to have multiple colors molded on the one sprue. And no other manufacturer does that, and I'm sure it's because of a cost thing. Making the molds and stuff like this would be much more expensive than making many smaller molds for each one.
Of course.
But how classy does it look?
Is it undergated though?
Undergated. This particular one, unfortunately, is not.
Not.
So this is one of the earlier kits. So if you
I
don't know what undergating is,
I don't.
You don't?
Like, educate me just to make sure that I do understand.
okay, let's see if we can.
It's
zoom in
just
on
a
something.
word that I like, and I
Let's
think
let's
it's
see yellow. Yellow is probably going to be easier to see.
yeah.
No focus. I can't tell. There
Was
we go. That's
that's
how's
how-
that?
Nah. You
no,
missed it.
I missed it.
You missed it.
I'm looking for the sweet spot. How's that?
Yeah,
Is that good enough?
I think so.
All right. So something like this bit here that we're looking at.
Yep.
So non-undergated, which this is, means that where it's joining onto the sprue
Mhm.
is actually touching a visible part of the model. Okay, so when you
Ah.
trim it here, we're still going to need to sand it, otherwise we'll see that cut mark.
No.
Yep. Undergating is when they actually have that bit there attached to the other side where it's not visible. Okay, so like
That should
on
be
this
a
part here.
that should be a prerequisite.
So what happens is when you cut it, you're actually cutting it from this side.
Yeah.
When you sand it, you won't see any of those marks on the outside. That's undergating. Now, undergating is something that's fairly new, probably something around for the last few years. You hear it a bit now. I mean, undergating is still a bit of a luxury because it does
Is
take
it?
quite a bit of planning to do,
Mhm.
but it does help.
On the top.
That's it.
Can I have a look in there?
Yeah, that's a material box.
What happens in there?
I don't know. It's got materials in it, so it must be fragile stuff that they didn't want broken.
Best I don't touch it then.
Well, just crack it open. I say shake it. Ding, 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 ding.
If you saw what I did to the rail box, you probably don't want me touching this one.
Oh, looks pretty well packed, isn't it? So it's got a
you
lot of
excited?
the.
Are we
There's a lot
looking?
of joint bits.
Go over
Look
there.
at the top.
We're doing it. This is a revelation. Some
it?
people might never have seen in here.
Oh, you
Wow.
ball joints and stuff. You
Ball
got
joints.
screws.
Ball joints, moose knuckles.
It's pretty hard
What's
to come
that?
by, aren't they? This is a whole lot of springs.
What springs? Screws.
So springs must be for some of the mechanism.
And-
And some LEDs as well. There's LED lights in there.
M2.5.
Oh, there's all your individual little feathers for the ends of the wings. Okay, so you see that they actually got metal molded into them for strength for the eyelets,
Holy heck.
and that's all screwed together.
This is quite a kit.
It's pretty full on, isn't it?
I'm tipping that this is not one of the cheaper model kits, is it?
No, it's one of the more expensive ones.
Can we say it's like
Now, you will need a bit of skill to get this one together because the LEDs, they're not like the newer ones where they're all fully plug and play. These are individual, so you need to be able to do a bit of soldering.
yeah?
So this is very much a purist model from the early days. These are all metal, actually. All these joints are metal.
Are they all machined anodized metal?
No, these are cast.
Oh, they're cast. Oh, they
Yeah.
are too. There's a weight in them.
Yeah.
Lucky you
Because
don't
you can
weight
imagine,
it.
you know, you've got the wings moving around, and they'll be
Mhm.
like really, really
The joints,
loose.
the moose knuckles cast as well.
Is it?
Yeah,
It is too. It's not often you see moose knuckle like that.
very good.
Yep.
Very good. Okay. I'm going to put that to the side. What else have we got here?
What else you got? All right. Well, there's that super funky bit there. All the colours. We've got some shiny chromy bits.
What do you think about chroming kits?
Chromy bits.
Chrome in kits.
I think chrome in modern kits is really good.
Yeah.
Some of the earlier stuff can be really rough as guts. Sometimes you got dust and things done, which is ugly. But luckily now we've got a lot of different chrome type paints which can replicate this. If this is done well, then I think you should use the chrome parts. It's got to be nice and thin, which you can see from here. You can see all the details are coming through. And as long as when you're cutting it off, it doesn't actually damage the chrome bit, I think it's fantastic. Now, if you've got some of these sprue lines that go into the face of the chrome, I'll be more inclined to strip off all the chrome and just repaint it. So,
Oh, really?
Because there's no way you can polish up any blemishes.
Couldn't you touch it up with a bit of chrome paint?
You still see it because of the join line with the paint. I mean, the touch-up would be very, very good. On the ends, just use like a multi marker or some of the green stuff paint, and I'll touch up the edge. If it's on a true face like a lens, then yeah, that's going to look a bit.
Surely there wouldn't be a gate on something like that.
No, probably not. But if you've got a blemish, then yeah. But these are really good. This is examples of really nicely chrome parts. Okay, then you get into It's more sort of frame parts. And then you've got this grey here, which is, they call them PC. This is the flexible polycaps. And they're the things that capture all the balls for your joints. So that's flexible, the polycaps. These are ball joints. And you've got more wings. So you can imagine how big these wings are, right?
How long would it take us to build a Gundam?
It'll take us a year because we'll just be mucking around.
I've never done one before. I think we should sit down and you should give me a tutorial step by
Want
step.
to build a Gundam? We can sell
Not like
one.
this.
Small one.
Not like this.
Yeah. Let's do a small one.
I think we should do that.
Lots of good bits. All right, so that's that side there. And then you've got all your chunky bits over here. Look at this red bit. Isn't it flexy?
It's rubberized.
That's a rubbery bit.
That must be the bumper bar.
Must be. You've got all these bits. Lots of bits.
So much crinkling.
You love that, don't you?
So much crinkling, BJ. You
And
can
here's
go-
all your other
I'll get
bits.
this back in the box before I leave something.
They're really, really nice. Okay, so something that hasn't been around for ages. So that
So
is,
when you say ages, when do you think the last time that we've
we had
these?
this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be at least a year. 1 or
Oh.
2 years, I reckon. So it's a little while. Because they do make a lot. They produce so many new kits per year. And then they still continue making old stuff. But it looks like they put it through a little schedule. Because to get through it all again, it'll take years. So it's good to see stuff like this come out again.
And it's called a W Gundam Zero Custom.
Zero custom.
Zero. What?
Zero custom. What?
I thought it was very custom.
Was it? What, you mean like no custom?
I don't know.
That's cool, eh? Nice big box. Very special.
It looks impressive.
It does.
The Goomplas, do they keep their boxes or do they turf them all?
Oh, I think everyone's different. Some people keep them, some people don't. I'm one of those that doesn't keep much stuff because I don't have a lot of room. But some people would
Only
even
because
cut
you
this
only
out.
because you built in. You've built yourself in.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, isn't it?
You didn't buy a house. You just built yours around you.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
like a Lego
what happens.
experiment.
That's what happens. All right, so that is something quite interesting. There's this one too, Evangelion. So it's not Gundam.
What do you mean it's not Gundam?
So Evangelion is a totally different animation
But
franchise.
it's RG.
Yes. So what they do is they put it into the Bandai style classification. So RG stands for real grade,
Real grade.
which stands for having lots and lots of bits and joints in a small scale. So this particular one was quite revolutionary in a small scale, getting incredible joints. So I don't know if you can actually see how
What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
this particular pose here.
Chow.
That's right. Okay, to get the joints to do this is quite spectacular. Now I'm just getting this out of focus and putting it into focus and into focus. There we go. Okay, so all the joint parts here, there's multiples to be able to get this action happening. So you can have this full action pose, or you can have the basic standing pose. Grrr. And then you got the I'm ready to attack your pose. Okay, and it comes with all different types of hands too, so you can do different things.
What do you mean different
Gripping a
types of
weapon.
hands?
So you can swap out the hands. So you can have an open hand, you have gripping hand for the knife, gripping hand for the gun.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So this has been around for a while. It first came out last year, I think. But this is one of the real classics. This is the
Is
E1.
it?
Yep. This
It's
is the Unit 1.
Unit
and
one?
it's on its rechargeable station.
What?
It's a little station it's on. That comes with it.
Really?
Yep.
Is it
Because that's a pretty big box for an RG.
okay? Oh, got
See the
decals.
hands?
Do they all have decals?
So these are stickers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay, because decals are available as an extra,
Yep.
other side ones, if you want to. So they always put in these ones here.
Got a bit of over zoomage there.
Yeah, like that. How's that?
Wow, what the heck is going on here?
That is a revolutionary thing in the modern kits.
So this is like they've
This
added
is-
colors. They've like semi-assembled it.
Okay, so over here, I don't know if you can see the unicorn's head
The what?
right here. So the unicorn's head thing. Yeah,
Beak.
you've got the green here. Traditionally, that have just been molded in one color and you have to paint that. But what have they done here? This is all molded.
They've molded it in.
Yep.
Holy wow, that is There's 2 green stripes on there.
That's pretty spectacular, isn't it?
And look at
Because
this
that way-
part here's layered up.
Yep. So that's part of the bicep.
Is it?
So there's actually 3 colors in there.
I thought that might have been the camel hoof.
Well, it could be. Depends on the camel. What's this video?
Snorkel. Does he have it? That's his beak.
You reckon?
That's his helmet protector.
That's pretty amazing.
That is, I didn't know that such
So
sorcery
they've
was
really,
available.
been stretching their technology.
And how long has this kit been out for?
This came out last year as well.
What,
So
brand
this-
new?
It was brand new last year.
Oh,
And
really?
Then I sold out really quick.
I can see why.
You just see there's a whole variety of hands. There's a whole sheet of hands.
High five.
High five? Yeah, there's a high five one there.
Is there?
And there's a karate chop in your head.
Whoa.
And there's the spooky looking fingers open one.
Jazz fingers.
Is that what you call it? Jazzy fingers.
Jazz fingers.
Look at that. There's 10 million parts there.
Wow.
And
This is only BJ's estimation, by the way.
That's right.
I probably don't think there's 10 million, but
it'll be close. It could be 9. That's part of the base.
this thing.
Oh, that's the power.
Does it come with a, it comes with a CD?
So that's a colourful thing. So this is like the energy that comes out of his fist.
The what?
Fistful of energy.
But have a look at the reflection. Can you see that on camera? Can you see as I'm rotating that?
You might
Like
be able to
it's got
see on
like
the image,
holographic. It's so cool.
Yeah, there it is. See?
Oh, you can put
Yeah.
it there. It's like a sonic boom.
Yeah, kaboom! I'm not too sure. I haven't really watched the whole series, so I don't know who's actually opening up some sort of gate to get through.
Oh,
But it's kaboom, mate.
sonic
Yeah, so
boom.
it's got a
I don't-
holographic look to it.
I think we should put this on the front of your racing truck on the weekend.
You reckon?
Fantastic.
But as you
Wow.
can see, yeah, there's so many bits, and
So
they're all
this was
really
brand
well
new
coloured.
like a year ago, and we've been
Yeah.
sold out,
Yeah.
and we've got a fresh restock.
Evangelion is just one of those franchises that has a huge followership.
Does it?
It's massive. So
There's Simon here.
Evangelion stuff is always going to
I
be
bet
there.
Simon likes it, doesn't he?
He probably does. Probably watched it all. That's cool. So that's an Eva 1 with the recharging station. Or what do they
Evil
call it?
one. And the sonic boom.
They call it transport platform.
And
Yeah,
the
with
sonic
the
boom.
sonic boom. Yep.
I'm just making things up now.
And the what? The camel hoofs. Okay, so what else we got?
Gat.
What do you got there? That's brand spankers.
Ah. Here we go. Gat. What do you mean brand spankers?
Oh, it's brand new.
So this could be like a exclusive.
Exclusive?
Well, it's exclusive to us. It's
It's-
brand new.
Yes.
Can I
Alright.
can I open this one?
Go
What's
ahead.
what's it called? Explain
called
to
a
me what
Gat.
it is.
X370 Raider Gundam. I can't
Yeah.
really explain because I don't really know much about it. But it looks
Okay.
cool. It comes with quite a variety of bases. It's got a few ways it can transform. So you can see the transformations on the side of the box.
What's this full mechanics?
So Full Mechanics is a series, a bit like HG is high grade, MG is master grade. Full Mechanics is master grade in size, but not quite master grade in complexity.
For somebody that doesn't know anything about these,
But
you know an awful lot about these.
so got lots and lots of color.
Lots and lots of color.
That's
And
cool,
the,
isn't it?
and the
That's
color
the eyes.
the color palette is amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
look at the detail. It's
They've got a lot of surface
Wow.
detail, for sure.
how do you even engineer that into the injection molds?
I think they've got a
I-
lot of engineers
I
working
do
for it.
love a good like rocket launcher, is it?
Yeah.
A turbine?
Yep.
I love a good motor. What else have
Easy
we
to
got?
see on this lighter colored stuff here, I reckon. The surface detail. Zoom in a bit.
What's these bits here? I noticed that in the other kit. I had
What's
this thing. What does that do?
Well, that'll be just a power cable probably connecting up to the weapon.
Oh, okay.
Quite
okay.
often, those robot things, they need to get the power source from somewhere. So it's a bit of vinyl tube. That's
So
included.
again, we've got this really crisp fluoro translucent injection here. That's really cool. And they've done that next to a grey color.
Yep.
Which is pretty courageous, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's nice.
And the color palette is amazing. What else have we got? Clear. And I bet the clear is like crystal clear. Grey. That's it. That's all I know. I don't know the colors. You can talk more.
Right now, colors. Well, there's some of the bases and things. If you look on the side of the box, you'll see what you can sort of separate.
Well, I can't because I filled the
Why
top
not?
of the box with the other thing.
Oh,
People are too busy watching your hand.
are they? All right, so if you shift that across, what we got there? That's upside down. All right, so let's do. That's the focus now.
The gimmick point.
Gimmicks. All right, so there's your main mech by itself.
Mech,
See how much stuff's hanging off it. Lots of stuff.
would Vince like this one?
I reckon he would. And as you move across, you've got this thing which is his, I don't know,
Ooh.
it's his big mace, right? It flies. And so it's on the base flying. If we flip it around. What's he doing there?
Ah, it's like on a whip. It's like a ball and chain.
Ball and chain. You
Ball
love
and
that,
chain.
don't you? And you got this big, I don't know, you call them
Talons.
talons, claws. And he's flying like that. So transforms a bit.
I'm out.
Pretty funky, eh?
No glue required.
That's it. All Bandai. No glue required. Although the hardcore builders will still glue it up.
I like the risk.
You like the risk.
I love the risk.
You're a risk
Hey?
taker, aren't you?
I love the risk
You
of
are a
just
risk taker.
gluing my face to whatever I can.
Your face. In your eye, on your ear.
That's right.
How
Wow.
cool is that? So that's only 3 of the heaps of kits that are
3,000.
3,000, could be 3,000, could be 5.
There is an awful lot of Gundam kits here, isn't there?
There is. There is. All right, so what do we do? Let's look at some questions, I reckon.
Have
What
we
have
got
here?
questions and
What have we got
cars?
here? We got some guesses, right? All right, so we went back. So
I'm going to move these ones back a bit. Here we go. Now people can
So-
see them.
John did give it another crack. It's
What
the
are you
green.
looking at?
The green one is EH Holden.
It is definitely not an EH Holden.
That's not an EH.
I'm going to go out on the limb here and say it's not even a Holden. Yeah,
Fair enough.
I mean
I still don't know what it is.
we're this far in. What do you mean?
I
You
don't
can
know.
see it from here.
I can see it, but I don't know what it is.
Really?
It's a wagon or something.
That's iconic.
Is it?
So iconic.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I still don't know.
All
And the
right.
little one is a Subaru 360. Unfortunately, that is not so.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that isn't even Japanese.
It's a little non-Japanese car. They do
Well,
exist.
We specialized in that last week, didn't we?
That's right. 3 little German things. That's it.
But I can promise that these are not German.
They're not German.
Well, they could be. I shouldn't have said that.
All right, that's it, I think.
What do you mean? Are we finished?
We've got no more questions.
Oh,
Let's move on.
what else have we got?
Look at some tools. You want to talk about tools?
Yeah, talk
We're
about
gonna
good
talk about
hands.
tools.
I don't have this apron on for nothing. Did you
It's
bring
God
them?
hand tool time. Yes,
God hand tool time.
that's it.
The
All right,
hand of God.
That's it. So I got a little box here with some new bits. Oh, this is one of your favorites.
Do you know how much I love these pliers?
So this is the Ladeo series, I guess you call it, because they've already got 2 different ones in the series. Very fine nose, but this is a blunter nose. So they call this one the powerful nose grip.
Powerful nose grip.
Yep.
And this would be really good in the RC application. Like it's as pointy as most sort of commercial grade pointy
Yep.
nose pliers.
And it's got no teeth,
But
right?
it's got no teeth, and it's got really nice control and
Do you have a close up from the top?
being God hand, it's beautifully machined, so there's no backlash, side lash. This would be really good for being like a bull nose. Would be really good for doing
Focus.
doing
Okay.
E-clips, C-clips, where you can get over the top of the device and a nice flat surface area
How good are they?
across the top here, so you're not going to gouge or scratch anything.
Yeah.
And being beautifully machined, the grip thing's really nice.
Yeah. They
Really
do
nice
do
pinch.
really, really nice stuff.
You can see how just the end there's pinching.
Yeah.
So powerful nose.
See how there's that little button there? What's the little button do?
That'll be to lock them shut, I'm assuming. Oh, so you can open it.
Yep.
Because it's spring loaded here.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Yep.
They do definitely know what they're doing, God hand. And their stuff just feels really nice to the
Yep.
hand. How does it go in your
Nice
hand?
big-
What
nice
can you
big
tell me?
So the spring action is quite supple.
Supple.
I think some things are just oversprung. You know, you squeeze like this, and then it would just wants to open straight away. But it's got a soft grip to it.
But there's not a lot of
There's no side plate,
no side play or
No.
clearance.
nothing there. So I'm moving it sideways. So the hinge point is really very precise.
And this would be really good, I imagine, for bending and working with small metal rods
Yeah,
and tubes
For
even.
sure. That'd be good for me actually when I'm doing the respoken on my wheels. So I'm respoken the wheels on the
Mephisto.
Mephistophele.
Mephistophele.
I don't know. Is that correct?
I don't know.
We'll get someone who can speak Italian to correct us. But there. So that's where that spring action is there. Okay, so that allows it to stay shut when you've got it packed away. And then you can just pick them up like this.
Click.
And then you get your spring action. Very cool.
All right, that's one.
That's one.
One
what else we
down.
got?
One down. God hand to go.
There you go. That looked painful.
Did it?
It did.
Well, it's actually, if you could use it to pull hair out, I think it's okay.
You think it's okay?
Yeah.
All right. I trust you. What have we
What
got
are we
here?
doing? I'm not sure. You have a look at that. I'll get into the box.
All right. So these are part of the bit blade range.
The big blade.
Bit blade.
Bit blade.
Okay. So let's go from the top.
Yeah. And what am I looking at?
So the bit blades were basically chisels that helped you either use as a regular cold chisel.
Crikey.
Yeah, they'll be sharp. Be careful then. So these I designed
You know I'm not allowed to use sharp things, BJ.
for
I nearly-
engraving lines.
I nearly took my finger off.
Wow. So these are carbide. Okay. So yeah, like that. So you just engrave on your fingernail, right?
That's right.
The idea is you push along like any engraving blade, and it'll peel up the plastic really cleanly. You're looking for plastic to peel up.
There's a bit of a buggy wing there that might
Yeah.
might be
Is that all
that
good?
might
You wanna
pose
try that?
victim. So are you saying that I just do this?
Oh, hang on. No one can see. That's it. Yeah.
Just-
You just push forward gently. You're using it at the wrong angle. Hang on.
You try. Just,
All right.
You know, it feels like it was. Wow.
Okay.
That would be really good for etching panel lines.
Well, that's it. That's what it's designed for.
Is it?
So you do know something. Okay, so it's got
Here
different
we go. Right.
different sizes. I've been not.
That's a new one. Don't do that.
All right, so you got different sizes involved here.
So you could etch your own panel lines.
Yes. Okay, so we've got different angles here. We've got 5 degree,
20
20 degree, 45, and 90 degree. Okay, like that. You also use this for carving. You know, if you need to
Carving?
dig into clean up, say, a figurine's hair or something,
Eyeball.
particularly, yeah, for cleaning up around there, use something like this as well.
Mm.
And you got all different.
Now,
angles.
what do you put that in?
So you fit
put
this
that in
into
a pin
either a
vise?
pin vise, or Quad Hand do make specialized handles for it.
Oh.
So it's got a flat rounded end.
Yep.
So it fits in the palm of your hand. But even still, you saw that these are long enough so you could even use with your fingers. It's not the most comfortable thing just by itself. It's better in a holder, but it's still possible to use them like this.
It's so sharp. That
Yeah.
is like knife sharp.
Yeah.
And carbide.
Yes.
So you can bet that they're going to last for ages.
Yeah.
If you use them appropriately.
Yeah. Super nice.
Not for cleaning the
Okay,
bar.
so you got different sizes for different angles of the actual blade, which would
Give you a different profile.
well, yeah, different
Yeah.
profile, and also different depth or width, I should say. So super fine to wide, and you got a bit of control there.
I've
There you go.
got no control.
You got no control. It's hard to control you.
That is super cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Tick that
All right,
box.
so you got that one.
That is learned.
All right, what else we got?
Lock that one away.
And then we got
What else have we got?
some brushes. Got some new brushes. There we go.
They're a bit small. Are these for kids?
They're not for kids,
What do you mean?
no,
They're little.
but they're short. Okay, we've got the short handle ones, which are most of my favorites. What? You want me to open it for you?
Yeah. How did you get
Okay.
in there?
Really short. So you see how they fit in your hand there. So the whole idea of these is to get into fine details. Okay, so if you're wearing your mag visors, like I often am, you want to get into, and you don't want to like poke yourself in the eye,
Poke yourself in the eye like I've done
Yep.
before.
or you know, the standard ones will extend out to here, and you'll be smacking your mag visors all the time as you're getting into. So when you're
Well,
holding
even
them like
could
this,
be like the other side of your model if you're doing something
Mhm.
like internally, no?
yes, yeah, just get in there tighter. So that's the idea of the shorter handles. The handles are very lightweight wood. Feel like nothing, don't they? But they're really nice and broad, so they're good grip.
Feels
Like
a
the
lot
thickness of a regular pencil.
I was going to say it feels like the thickness of a pencil, but a nicer finish.
Yeah. And these are, so they're not new in that this series is not new, but these particular sizes of tips are. Okay, so this is a new liner, super long. Hey, what, are you scared?
Yeah.
Did I scare you?
You're not allowed to do
Oh,
that. You're not allowed to, no.
So you see that?
It's cold.
Is it focused? I don't know.
You won't be able to see. It's like needle point.
Let me focus on my thumb.
Don't worry about your thumb. Nobody wants to see that.
There it is. Okay,
Yeah,
so they have had a
focus.
liner before. This is actually a thicker liner than the previous liner. The idea of these is you're either doing panel lines, so you're dipping this into your wash, and it allows it to go further.
As opposed to the one I've got.
Yep. Or you use regular paint for actually hand drawing lines.
But have a look at the side profile of the one that I've got. How
Yeah.
how well
that's
it's
a flat.
shaped.
Yes. So you got a flat, and that's the advantage of a flat. You've got those two angles you can work with. And this one's actually quite broad compared to the one that's already been released.
And what would the application for this one be?
So broad areas or dry brushing. But I do specific dry brushing.
How come your
brushes as
one's
well.
gold? Does that mean anything?
I don't know. I've never seen a gold one before.
Oh, okay, I thought it might.
Must be just because I'm special.
Dictate something, or
I
don't know.
I'm special.
I don't know how to get this back in there without wrecking the bristles.
The Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. It's
So
got,
there's that one there. All right. So you're not going to touch that one again. All right, I'll fix that one. What else we got? Got this one here.
what does that one do?
So this one's a short and stumpy one. This is like a calligraphy brush. So you'll be using this one for, you can use like a mop, like a miniature mop, if you're doing like dirt washes and things
Sushi?
like that.
I
if you're
use
painting sushi.
I use ginger on mine.
I saw you using the ginger on your sushi. There you go.
I've changed the packaging again.
What do you mean? You can't get into that one either.
Well, I don't want to wreck it again.
All right. We'll show everyone what the tip looks like on that.
I am.
Oh,
It's like perfectly round.
yeah.
If you were to draw a painting brush tip, that's what you would, isn't it?
Now, what's the advantage of these gold hand brushes? There's something special about the bristles.
Oh, they come from a stable.
No, these don't come from any animal. Okay, so these are synthetic.
Ah, I thought
But-
we were going to get onto shaving stables.
Because if we were getting into those furry animals, then these would be a lot more expensive than they are.
Oh, really?
So these are very fine synthetic, and the design says that when they start flaying, because every brush will start to flay out eventually, you can
Flay.
go like this. The
Flambe.
hairs go everywhere. Not flambe. You can never get them back from flambe. Okay, so when they all flayed out, they go everywhere. You can dip these into very hot water, close to boiling water, and you can reshape them back into this.
How do you reshape them?
By putting it into the hot water, it resets the bristles, and they go straight.
DNA.
That's it. And this is a new one. This one's called a cat's tongue, and I can guarantee you that a cat's tongue does look like that.
Mm-hmm. Is it for painting cat's tongue?
Playing with your cat? I don't know.
It's not for shaving stables.
No, you can imagine having a triangular shape that's going to act like a flat, but give you more control on the edge.
Mm.
You can see it there. Is that profile there?
I'm not
Very
somebody who honestly has used the paintbrush much beyond kinder unless I'm painting a house.
good. Really? Oh, we'll get you onto that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll get you into that. So there you go. They're the new God hand brushes.
And what are they called? Short grip. That's it.
They're the short grips for the yellow ones. This is a full size one.
A full size grip.
Okay, so this is a full length. See the difference?
It's blue.
They also make a white one as well. So the white one is actually different bristles, slightly softer, designed for acrylic work.
I like these ones.
You like the
I think
shorties?
they have all the control that I need.
Well, with the full length ones, this is what you'll generally be doing with the full length.
What?
Okay. When you're
But that's-
resting, this is
that's
how
not
I
painting.
rest with a brush.
Well, don't rest, mate. Paint.
Yeah, and then you're painting, and then you sit back and you think about it, and you rest it like this.
Really?
And with the short ones, you can't do that with the short ones, but the short ones you're really concentrating anyway because you're going like this.
You do what?
You're painting like this. You're concentrating.
Oh,
So you're not really resting, are you?
not when I paint. No.
No. I guess you've got to hold these a bit like, I don't know, like a cigar, right? A bit like a Cuban. Monte Cristo.
Snap, snap, snap.
That's it. All right, so that's not the end of it. That's not the end of it.
There's more
I'm
God
gonna
hand.
pass these all over there. Yeah, there you go.
I'm not sure what I'm to do with them.
We've got this thing. What's that?
Torum dust.
That's it. What's it going to do? It's going to torrent the dust, which means take the dust away.
Is it?
Yeah.
Torum.
Torrent.
What is that? Is that Japanese?
Yeah, torum is to take.
Is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
So, we got these, which is actually a tack cloth. Idea behind this is uses to wipe over your entire model to remove all of the dust before you paint.
Did you say a tack cloth?
Tack.
Oh,
I'm not attacking anything. Tack.
I thought you were
like
gonna-
tacky.
I thought
But
you
this
were
is
gonna.
not tacky.
I thought you were going to attack it.
No. This is not tacky though.
Tack.
Look, let's open it up. And
So
we'll
it's
give it a
sticky.
feel. Well, the tack cloths you use in full-size auto are sticky, but this one I think is just designed to remove dust. So it's probably got a static charge in it, I'm guessing.
How do you recharge it for static?
Oh, I don't know. I think it just happens. Doesn't it?
Rub it on a balloon.
Here we go. Very fine weave in that.
Are we having a moment?
Don't know, are we?
I don't know.
Pretty smooth, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
That's just
I'm
a
not.
cloth.
I'm not sure what to think about it.
Okay, so that's what you do with this.
And
the
you would-
advantage of this stuff is because it doesn't actually rely on a tack to pull anything off.
So you
You
would
can
like,
wash this.
you would like
Yeah,
wipe it
yeah.
over.
You just buff your model with this. It's actually taken all the dust off this already.
That cloth's not new now.
No, well, we'll wash it and it's good to go.
Tested.
That's right. That's what you have to do. Okay, so it's going to pick up all your dust.
And now you paint.
Now you paint. That's the idea behind that. So there you go, specialty cloth. Now, I was really skeptical about specialty cloths.
Mm.
You know, it's because there's quite a few different
I know.
brands that make different things.
Mm.
Even with the GSI polishing cloths, I thought, oh, geez, they're expensive, not worth the money. So I tried using.
Polishing cloth.
Yeah, haven't you seen them? There's a microfiber white one, and I use it for buffing up paint.
I love microfiber.
And I thought I might as well give it a go. And it's chalk and cheese. It really
to what?
is. Compared to using any other material that you find floating around, I don't know. Everything else just leaves scratches. Like you use cotton wipe and things.
Old tea towels.
Yeah, they're no good.
So I get to use all the old tea towels.
You do?
Yep.
How good's that?
I know.
Turn them into rags.
That's right.
So that is your tack cloth for cleaning off the dust or any imperfections prior to painting.
As opposed to a tack cloth, which will attack you.
That's right. You don't want to get attacked. Okay.
That's why they didn't put attack dust. They
Yeah.
called it Turin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is perfect for anyone that's building cars. You want your mirror finished. You don't want to buff out all that dust. And dust can be, quite painful too, because dust is normally, I don't know why, it's usually a dark color when you sand through it. So if you're painting white and you've got heaps of dust, as you sand it, you'll see all the black specks coming up. So you try to get rid of as much dust as you can before you paint it.
Well, dust is never clean. Is it?
It could be clean dust.
No.
Just colored.
It's like belly button fluff's always blue. Just is.
So that's it from God Hand. I reckon it's perfect timing to see you getting dirty.
Is it?
Yeah, I reckon.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Ready?
I think we've had this conversation about rubber gloves, and I don't know that I'm allowed them. I think
So Marlon's back.
There you go.
Marlon's going to have. Let's see. Are these going to be safe here?
it's all getting a bit creepy.
Probably not. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna put a sheet of cardboard down.
No.
No,
All
you
right.
have to put a sheet of cardboard down.
Okay. Have you got a sheet of cardboard?
Yeah, just over here.
Is it God Hand cardboard?
No, it's unbranded
Gundam.
cardboard.
Oh, you got gloves too. I don't know about that sound, mate. What are you doing?
Hey, you know where? I can't get my hand in this.
What do you mean? Well, that's pretty tight, isn't it?
I need a bit of
You guys
talcum
ready to
powder.
throw solar eclipse?
I need a bit of talcum
All right,
powder.
bring it over. Bring it over.
That's okay. There
That's
you
it.
go. This is just to keep the workspace
Okay.
clean.
Now, this isn't going to see out the show because we've still got lots to talk about.
No, that's right. Yep.
So what have we got?
This layout we talked about
Here's
2
the
weeks
layout.
ago.
So, guys,
That's it.
as you know, not last week, but the week before, we started and discussed the idea of building a layout on the show, didn't we?
We did.
So today, I don't know, we'll have to go back and watch it, but last time you saw this, it was just a block of foam
That's right.
with the rail attached.
That's it.
Since then, Marlon has promised to been scurry, what do you call it? I don't know, grinding it, forming the.
Use this tool mostly.
He's been using.
It's called a Stanley
he's been u-
Surfform tool.
He's been using my heel tool. That's what I used to take all the. No, zesting oranges. What are you doing? Are you putting, mate?
I was looking for
BJ, concentrate. We're trying to work, mate. Jesus, always. Hashtag me in, mate. Hashtag
I will,
me
I
in.
will.
Okay?
I'm getting the TikTok going.
This is looks like
Cheese
Nana's,
grater.
looks like Nana's heel grater.
What do you mean?
Gonna have some good calluses on
You know.
man if she uses that. But that's
Well, that'll take up a
really
few
good,
corns, wouldn't it?
really good for carving foam. In fact, that tool is designed specifically for carving surfboards.
Is that how you use it?
No, because I've never built a surfboard.
No, is this how you go
Yeah,
like that?
like that. My garage floor is covered in blue.
You're really collecting stuff in it.
So yeah, I mean, this is like industrial foam. You get from Bunnings and a few other places that might sell it for like insulation purposes. And it's really strong. It's really lightweight. It does make a mess when you use this, but if you are able to vacuum it up afterwards, then
What are
you're
you doing, mate?
We're going to do a Tack Cloth.
There you go. Good work. Now,
You're a fool.
Okay,
good work.
so that is how you form.
That is how
The foam.
that's how we did it. That is
Form
how
the
I
foam?
did it. That's right. So
And these parts here, are these reclaimed? Have we reclaimed
I've
that?
reclaimed that land. Yeah, it's not reclaimed. It's new bits that I had.
Is it?
I used a hot glue gun to stick them on top.
Okay.
How good hot glue guns?
love hot
I
glue
love
guns.
that smell.
Very fast.
I
Hey,
did so.
it's the
Work.
smell of winter.
The
Isn't it?
smell of winter.
Well, it is
Oh,
winter,
boy.
so how fitting is that?
And it's
So, yeah.
surprisingly light.
Yes.
I mean, it's foam. So
We did look at this a little bit a few weeks ago. For those who remember, we're gonna have a scene with a river down the middle. River ran through it,
we're going to have a scene, all right?
and then there's going to be a water mill. So we're gonna have like an extra, like a diverting kind of path channel for the water mill. That's the gate, the head gate for it.
Gated community.
Yep, that's it. And then there's the. So we're going to. This is going to be
What
stuck
does this
into the
part do?
scenery. That is the bridge.
A
It
bridge.
was a tunnel portal. But now
Let me-
it's a
yeah,
bridge.
yeah.
So I cut these down the side. I broke this one and then super glued it back together. And they
Is that what we can see?
we're gonna have to sort of that's it. We're gonna have
That's
to
it?
sort of plaster those into place.
You don't know, that's
And
quite.
including
I
that.
was trying to show. I was just trying to show what the, because we're on the top camera. Just trying to show what the tunnel. we call it a tunnel.
Oh, you're on the top
The
camera.
bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
And then we have a bucket full of top camera again.
And I've got
Look on
this,
there.
I've got blue
Oh.
gloves on. That's freaking me
Got
out.
some stuff.
This is sculpt the mold.
Oh, what are you doing to me? Oh, you're.
Don't at least you did it
the
before,
worst.
not after. But this is plaster with
Are you on the front, man?
reinforced
Go on the
with
front.
plaster
Hello.
reinforced with
Paper.
tissue
Smells like
paper.
smells like goldfish.
And I added acrylic craft paint, some like brown acrylic craft
Oh.
So what's in there?
paint. So it's plaster,
Plaster.
like plaster with tissue paper ground up really fine. So it's almost like cotton. It almost feels like someone's
It comes in the packet that way.
Does
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And then I got some acrylic craft paint and then made it brown, so we don't have to worry about painting it as much because
Yeah, clever.
it's already brown.
All right.
And if bits break off, if bits chip off, you don't have white plaster underneath.
Yeah.
And
So I think you might need to grab that bench and clear it.
this one.
Because
Yeah.
the plaster, the sculpting oil is normally pure white, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
Absolutely pure.
And what I've learned is that because plaster can be delicate sometimes, and when you chip parts off,
Yep.
you're left with a very obvious white spot where the plaster's chipped away. If you
Yep.
colored the plaster,
Yep.
that's not so apparent.
No, true. Yeah.
So that's a really good idea. Acrylic craft paint works well. Just any kind of
Yep.
artist paint.
Yep.
I think it's like burnt umber, burnt sienna. So anyway, let's get started, guys.
Okay, so what do we do?
let's
Do we just pour the whole lot on
here's
top?
no,
No?
probably not.
No?
Now
What's happening?
we're going to cover all of the foam. So we cover the track with masking tape, so we don't get the plaster on the track.
Yep.
And we pull it up afterwards.
Yep.
And the idea is we're using the scenery, the foam as a scenic base, but we're doing a thin layer over all of it with the plaster.
Do we have a paintbrush?
No, because we're going to use our hands, hence the gloves.
Are
And
you sure? Hence,
Yeah,
hence the
It's the
apron.
gloves.
Hence
What do you
the
mean?
apron.
Here, I'll give you an example.
Oh,
There you go. You get a big handful of it.
No, I'm out.
That's it.
what's
And
going
then-
on here? Come on, get into
Look
it.
at that. How
Get
fun is
into it.
that? This is really fun.
Get into it. Come on.
And would you want to claim that hill, and I'll claim this one?
Really?
Come
Yeah.
on, get into it.
Is that what's
This
happening?
is what you were looking forward to all week. Don't pretend like it wasn't.
Is this what's happening?
No, that's it.
What's happening, Beige? Your phone's going off, mate. Is this a scene from... Is this what's happening?
Come on, get into it. Oh, no.
What do you do? Am I
Just
doing
make
it right?
Make it look not bad.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
that I'm doing that. I'm not sure that people want to be seeing me. I've got some on the tape. Is that okay?
That's fine, but you don't want to like bury the tape. But if you get a little bit on the tape, that's okay.
Well, I've got to
'Cause we
smear
gotta
it.
pu- we
'cause
gotta
it's
pull
gotta be- It's going to be blue,
That's
yeah?
right. Men's smear. That's right.
We
We smear.
pretty thick, isn't it? It's got a lot of body
Is it
to it.
supposed to be
Yeah.
this thick?
Yeah, it can be as thick as you want. I mean, it's a thin layer. You got to spread it out.
Does it take long to cure?
Only
Depends
about
on
half.
thickness.
What's
Well,
it curing?
Well, half
Rabbit?
an hour for a thin coat. So by the end of today, this will be done. But
Oh, really?
by
Wow.
the beginning of next week, this will be ready to sand.
Okay, cool.
When do we get to play trains?
We get to do the rest of the scenery tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Sorry. Next live.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the
So
shrubbery. and
this
the
is
plants.
like step 2,
So
isn't
you
it?
just want to get this out of the way so you can plant trees, don't you?
Well, this is actually pretty quick.
Yeah.
Covered most of it already.
Well,
There's gonna be a bit of sanding, so this stuff
wait,
dries
is this
really
one
hard.
getting buried too?
We're not gonna bury it, but we're gonna
Are we gonna
try
smear
to
it?
very
Smear around
delicately get as close to it as we can. We
Did
don't
you want that
actually-
big blob there, or am I just...
No, that's fine. That's
I
what
feel that
want.
I'm cutting into your blob.
No, you're doing good.
Is it? Are you sure?
That's that.
How you feeling? Feeling good?
No,
You're not? You're still worried.
I'm very worried.
You're worried? You're worried.
I'm worried. What if people see me do this?
Yeah.
They go,
Well,
oh,
there's people seeing you do it right now.
here's the train guy.
You don't want it super smooth, do you? You want a
Why
little
not?
bit of roughness to it. Because we're going to sand it anyway.
Silky smooth. What do you mean, Sander?
Hey?
Well, the stuff dries really hard, and you have to sand it. I mean, you want to try and do it. That's okay. That's okay. You've done a good job. Don't want to bury it too much, but yeah, I like your technique. I like your style.
Do you?
Yeah, it's good.
Have you done
So,
this before?
I have. I've done it a few times. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm
What?
actually going to install our. So we can't cover this. Actually, we'll do a little bit later. We don't want to cover the building with it, but we want to lay
you
like
want me
the
to get
foundation.
some plastic wrap? We
Before?
can wrap that up.
Right.
I'll get some
That's
plastic
good.
wrap.
Yeah,
Just plop it on last.
We'll probably
And
pop
we'll
it on
just
last.
use it as glue.
We got to do the outsides of the track as well, not just the middle.
That's going to be messy.
Well, that's why we've got the
I noticed
the
you've
drop
got.
cloth.
Yeah, I know you haven't got your gloves on.
yeah. Well,
He's the supervisor. He's making sure that we're doing it right.
What happens over here?
Well, if you can see what you're doing, that usually helps. You can flip it
Well,
around.
I can see on the
Yeah.
camera.
That's a good point.
No, I can see on the camera. Sort of a bit like decorating a cake.
Not nearly as tasty.
I want to
But
lick
then
it.
you can't operate a train on a cake.
I want to lick it. Oh, we could put a train on a cake.
You could.
oh, what am I doing?
I don't know.
Buttons.
You're taking me back. Yeah, bit of pottery wheel action.
Back to 1990 and
Is it?
Patrick Swayze.
I've been
Who
rickrolled.
else was in that movie?
Memories, mate.
Is it?
Good memories.
I wasn't even born then.
What do you mean you weren't born then? What are
I
you
don't
talking
know.
about?
I'm not that old.
I'm actually really impressed with myself. I feel like I mixed just the right amount of this stuff.
It looks like it. What's going on, isn't it?
Is this what we're supposed to be doing?
I think so. Oh, you're doing good.
All right. Where's Finn? I think Finn should get in here. Do you think Finn would like doing this?
Finn would.
Would he?
In fact, he's probably going to have to do it with his own layout soon.
All right.
Is
That
he?
he's working on. Yeah,
Is he making a big one?
he's making a little one, kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
It's
He's
not
getting,
going to be
the,
as
he's
cool as
getting the
this one.
track work all finished.
It's not going to be as cool as this
Yeah.
one. I'm just looking over the front here.
To see what you're doing, because you can't see.
Yeah. If we miss somewhere, what do we do? Do we just paint it later?
If we miss somewhere, yeah, we can always mix up a little bit more and touch it up.
You got to be here.
Ideally, you want to get it all covered.
This is so romantic. We should have done this on our first date.
Would have been the last date too.
Does this feel like ice in a cake?
Does it?
I don't know. Have you ever seen like a person in the kitchen just with frosting all over their hands? Just
I haven't, but it could be a thing.
There's the toddlers in the bowl.
all those years of making mud pies as a toddler have finally paid off.
What's happened here?
What is that?
I've broken
Oh,
it.
you're gonna.
I've taken down the supporting band.
Oh no! If you can pop it back into place,
That'll be
there you go. That'll be fine.
Will it?
Yeah. Good work.
How come it takes Foamy so long to build their layout? We can
Because-
smash this out like in 10 minutes.
Because they like to do things really precisely, and
But
we're-
nature's not precise.
but making a model of nature requires precision to make imprecision.
Does it?
Yeah,
I think we're doing a pretty good job of being imprecise.
You
absolutely.
can already see it sort of drying up on the edges here.
Yeah.
It's going a bit crusty.
Yep.
We'll call this one BJ. Luckily, just in the end of the song. All right.
Oh, there you go. Here's the
That's it.
climax.
Who climaxed? Oh.
Okay.
What? Choo choo
How good is
choo.
this?
I'm not sure.
All right. Now,
I think that we should put a candle in it and sing happy birthday.
maybe did we get the front of the bridge good?
I'm
You
not
slapped,
sure.
slapped a bit more over here.
I might
There's blue showing through.
go around
you're
the
right
other
there.
side.
That's
and take
okay.
a quick look.
Are you going around there?
Yeah, this is like no man's land. Nobody's ever gone around this side on.
You're not allowed there.
Oh, it came from nowhere.
That's creepy. That's really creepy.
It's like cousin it. I gotta get the inside of the side.
Oh, no, Beige. I told you to put gloves on.
Can't
No,
help it now since it's on.
no,
I've got to join in.
no gloving, no loving. Come on.
So this is really fast, but the sanding is not.
What do you mean, Sandy?
Gotta sand all this, otherwise it's gonna look like a furry hill.
I thought we just stuck grass on it.
Yeah, we will.
Do we have an electric sander?
Somewhere.
Yeah. Is that what happens? No, I'm being serious. How do we sand this?
With
Well, here
sandpaper.
you
Yeah.
Do we do it on TV?
No, it's gonna make too much mess.
We do a little bit, so I only see a little bit of mess.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I think the part you did, BJ, was the best.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think so too.
All right.
Are we calling it
but-
done?
I think we're very close to that. We might place the mill. I'll make sure my hands are clean.
I've got a clean hand. Where do you want it?
I think I should probably. This is a one-shot deal.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah. I'm putting the mill in here because it's got to be set in stone, like King Arthur's sword.
It's a bit like porridge.
It is.
Kids would love doing this.
It would. Absolutely.
Why is railing predominantly like old people?
No.
We need a bit of patience, I think.
Sorry, guys.
They've got the patience. Oh,
Oh, it's cousin it from the top.
hello. This desk is never going to be the same. We've absolutely violated it.
Not completely.
It's
Only
schmeared.
partially.
There's schmeckle schmear all over it.
All right, now I've got a little bit of an idea.
Got an idea?
I better clean my hands
I
already.
wanted to sort of embed this
No.
more.
I'll be back.
Where you gone, Beige?
I'll be back.
The place is going to fall apart without you. Feels weird here without BJ, doesn't it?
It does. That's all right. We
It's
can
over.
carry the rest of the show for people who might still be watching.
I think they would have tuned out, mate. I don't know. This is really cool. And this is how you make rail, is it? This is
Well,
a common practice.
this is a common practice that's been passed down to me from the master. So yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. Well, that's what I've seen.
And this is what you'll continue to do.
Yeah, this is how I like to do it.
I'm so excited. Wait, so obviously it's going to be a lot heavier now.
It's going to be much heavier. all that talking about the benefits of it being lightweight, we can kiss that goodbye.
It's going to be like the weight of.
What of
It's
this?
going to
That's
be
a
like. I was just saying how we've turned our lightweight rail system
Yeah.
into a big heavy brick. I bet it's a bit heavier now.
Oh, probably would be.
10 kilos of plaster on it.
Oh, by the time it dries up, you'll probably
We'll
gain
see.
another.
We'll sit it on the glass cabinet and just fall through it.
Make a little bit of a path for a creek or a river
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. That's where we're gonna do our resin. We're gonna
Are
We're
we
gonna pour it in.
going to go up the creek without a paddle?
No, because it's probably going to be too shallow to go up it. That's all right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get out the digger?
You might need an excavator.
Yeah. Can we put an excavator in there to make it look like a construction site?
Doesn't really fit the time period that I think that a watermill like this would fit, but yeah, why not? It's our railway. We can do what we want.
God.
So with something like this, how long do you wait until you pull up the tape?
Um,
You wouldn't wait until it's fully set.
No, we're probably going to wait half an hour.
Okay.
Probably gonna wait
so
half an hour
when
to
it
an
just
hour.
goes off a little bit.
Just off a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole idea was, as you can see, like doing that without getting the plaster on the track would have been really hard, and then trying
Yeah.
to get the plaster off the track would have been really difficult. So
Yeah.
Are we going to put ballast on this?
we are.
Oh,
Yeah. In fact, I think ballast might be our next, either the scenery or the ballast.
Wow.
But you know what? I think we have effectively done it, guys.
How good's that?
Looks really good.
I like
Right,
it. There's a
it's
bit
That
of
not
didn't
ballast.
take long at all.
One thing you can do that will actually make sanding a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Is smoothing it out. You know how like it sticks up in spots.
Man, you got the techniques going now.
Yeah, that's it. Smooth it out a little bit, and then
Smoothie.
Does it feel like a chocolate?
because there will be like a little bit of sanding involved in this.
That's what rub it. Not touch it. It's so smooth. How do you get it so smooth? Ooh. Nice.
How do you like this comment?
Which one?
Brett Swayze and Marlon Moore in Ghost. Very romantic.
That's right. That's what we're doing.
That's it, guys.
Mine's way smoother. Look at all this.
Oh, show me how it's done then.
You just gotta smear.
Oh, you're doing
It
the rest of the
looks
work.
like
I'm
a-
taking my gloves
It's
off.
looking like a milk chocolate donut.
Oh, don't talk to me about donuts. I feel a bit sick.
How many did you have?
Too many. Is that such a thing?
Probably not.
How good's that?
All right.
Wow.
And that's how you do model railway scenery in a very short period of time using
And
the
that
sculpt
is
mold.
probably the first and last time you'll ever see me do that.
It's not going to be the last one. I'll make it do something else like this one day.
Right.
Now, if there's spots where you think, oh, there's a little bit of plaster here where I don't want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Then yeah, you can go over it with like a damp cloth, and because it's still wet,
Yep.
it hasn't cured yet.
Yep.
Might touch it up a little bit off camera, but
Yep.
I think it looks really good.
I think it's perfect.
So thanks a lot, guys.
That's
That
great.
is awesome,
For
man.
everybody who
Marlon.
cared to
Thank
participate,
you.
watch
Thank
it.
you for taking the time to teach us
Yeah.
Live
and
tutorial.
put this together. 'Cause
No.
I know you spent a lot of time, your own time on this as well,
Oh, thank
out
you.
of the
Guys.
office. So it's really appreciated that we could do that and bring it to the people at home.
Good
No
job.
problem, guys. Thank you very much.
And I look forward to next week's installment of Scenery and or Ballast.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah?
See you guys.
All right.
See
So,
ya.
Marlon, how good was that? What are you showing off?
It's not so pretty.
Bucket on the head.
Uh-oh. Don't
Oh,
drop the
needs a
cake.
bit of assistance. So, what shall we do now? We got to get into these cars. Let's bring these cars back. Now, I don't think we've got anyone who's guessed any of these
Sorry,
cars.
I couldn't get out the curtain.
Let's
Jeez,
have a
he's right about that blue stuff went everywhere.
Blue stuff. What blue stuff?
The foam that I was grinding away
Oh,
with Nan's.
All right. Let's see if we've got any more.
It's from Simon's Nan, that heel grinder.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then we'll have that back Tuesday, Simon.
Don't have any more guesses on the cars. I reckon the cars are too small to see. How about we just go over each one with the overhead? We'll zoom in on everything.
And then we'll have another segment. How long have we been going for? This one I have-
An hour and a quarter.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, they can't. You've over zoomed.
Hang
I'm
on,
looking
hang
at the
on.
camera.
I have overzoomed.
Here we are. Oh, you're
Oh,
going to
bring
see
it
my
back, bring it
polished
back, bring it
nail.
There we go. Here we go. All right, what's this one? What's this one? This is the green one.
This is the green one.
And you said it was iconic. So what's so
I
iconic
think it's
about it?
iconic.
What is it? I've got no idea what it is.
Think IKEA.
An IKEA.
IKEA.
An IKEA. What's an IKEA?
If I
I
do
don't
that.
know.
Well, you don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, everybody at home knows.
Do they?
Yeah, of
Well, I
course
haven't
they
said
do.
so yet.
They will. Probably because they've tuned out because they were watching us.
What, the romantics?
Oh, that was ridiculous.
What do we got here? This is a red one.
It's a red
Oh, look
one.
at the sides.
How do they do that?
What is it? Is that like wood paneling or something different?
I don't know. I don't know what the car is.
Well, you don't know this one.
No, I do.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh, do you?
I was just kidding.
Oh, yeah?
It's not something I'm familiar with. That's familiar with. That's what I mean. I don't know it. But have a look at the iconic roof window. That's quite iconic. See
Oh,
how it's
yeah,
curved?
yeah.
That's quite iconic to this model.
Okay.
Think what you had for lunch.
Yeah, what's it got to do with that?
We'll have a look at the name. Can you read it? Similar.
Oh,
And
what is that little thing?
NO.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got.
That is I can't
Look at
believe
that.
it's the same scale.
Looks very Volvo. Not this one.
Not
the
this one.
before.
That one. Who said Volvo? Was that my mate Jeff?
No.
Jeff didn't say
That was
Volvo.
Matt.
Jeff would have known a Volvo from way back.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Well, another one.
What do we got?
Go, go.
Go go. I'm saying yes to a go go.
All right.
All right.
So this is the go, go for sure.
This is definitely a
And
go
the
go.
green one was a Volvo. But which kind of Volvo?
And which kind of go go?
Yeah.
And we've still got the.
Yeah. What?
Still got
And
this
what
one.
is this one? No one's getting that one.
Geez, it was super challenging. I think we took it too far this week.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe 3 times harder than it should have been.
Now let's talk about station wagons and commercial vehicles. Just go back onto the front one for us.
Funky?
What
What
are
are we
we doing on Sunday?
We're going racing.
What are we
Where-
racing?
Racing trucks
Racing trucks
and
and cheeky Tamiya's.
Yep.
Can we say that?
trucks. Where
Whoops.
are we going?
We are going to Bendigo on-road radio control car club
That's right.
out there in Bendigo. Yeah, they're club racing out there.
gonna be
So yourself and I and a few of our other drivers, Aaron Defina, is going to come in the car trip.
Yep.
We're going to thunder up the Calder Highway all the way up to Bendigo.
Yep.
And we're going to go and have some fun.
We're going to be racing these. We're
Yep.
gonna be bumping.
That one don't scratch my one.
Why not?
This one here, you can scratch that one. That's Matt's.
Oh, okay.
Matt Jenkins has been kind enough to sponsor you for the day. Yeah, so and we're gonna display our wares as far as
Display
our
my wares.
very limited driving ability.
Yep.
And something which is new. So it's like the first time. I've never driven one of these.
Yeah, never
So
have I.
all my
look
years of
great.
racing, I have never driven one of these Tamiya trucks. And this is fitted with a Biddy Design iron body,
Yep.
which is really cool. So we've had these for years. You
They look
know,
good.
and I've watched them sell. We sell plenty of them.
Mm.
But I've never actually. I had the joy of cutting and fitting this one, which is a little bit more painful, if you will. It does require more modeling than a standard 1/10 touring car body.
Yep.
And particularly this one, because it's sort of hinged here.
Mm-hmm.
So you sort of you pop the. It's actually a pretty cool design. So it's got a couple of pins here.
Yep.
Pivot it up.
Yep.
Like a sort of like a real truck, I suppose.
Yep.
Then you get these pins out, and then off comes the body, like so. And that is just a box stock Tamiya TT01.
Pretty well built.
Yeah, really strong by all accords. We've got a Feco on the overhead. So it does have a couple of, I suppose, modern items in it. If we can unzoom.
There we go.
So located right here, because now thanks to the great chip shortage of the current times, Tamiya, most kits are no longer supplying electronic speed controllers.
No.
So I've taken the liberty of putting a NSRC 001, which is a 9-step speed controller in here,
Yep.
which is exactly what it's aimed at.
Yep.
An entry-level brushed
Yep.
standard 2S LiPo. I've soldered up a Dean's connector here.
Yep.
Under the rigors of, we'll call it racing
Yes.
competition.
Yeah. More reliable, isn't it?
And that's just an aid to make it hopefully a little bit more reliable than the old Tamiya plugs,
Yep.
because we are going to be using 9 steps lipos in there. So although the motor can't take a whole load of power, being just a 25 turn brushed Tamiya motor,
Yep.
we are going to power it up with the 9 steps 4200 lipo.
You definitely feel a difference, don't you?
Over the old batteries, yeah. I've got this little red box here, which is a transponder. Now, what that does, for people that don't know,
Mhm.
that's a little timing device.
Yeah.
And that can be taken car to car. That just plugs in and out from the receiver as a power source.
Yeah.
And that runs over what we refer to as a loop, or it's
Mhm.
a cable that's under the part of the racetrack.
Yeah.
And that picks up the lap times.
Yeah.
So it does all the lap counting down to 1,000th of a second.
Very accurate.
Yeah, very accurate. So that does all the timing for the day in your class and heat. So there's no disputing how fast you were and weren't and that sort of stuff. So that is a Tamiya TT01.
Yep.
And then at the same time, we are taking up some tourers. And I've done them in matching paintwork. So BJ and myself will be going the front one even. BJ and myself will be battling it out in the adult. I think that's what it's called, the adult Tamiya class.
Is it?
So there's a junior and there's like an adult class.
Yep.
And for this again, I've used BD design bodies.
Yep.
So both of these cars come with scale bodies, which I'll paint up later.
Yep.
But yeah, so these are a couple of older model BD design M410s, and I like them because they sort of look very realistic. The modern touring car bodies now, although they look cool, they're very much not car looking, if you know what I mean. They're really designed and built in an aero tunnel, where these were made to sort of look somewhat scale as well as perform.
Yep.
So yeah, they are really cool. One
it's going to be a bit of a challenge, isn't it? We're going to be driving the cars that look very similar.
Yes, that could be confusing.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be heaps of fun. And again, they're just brushed cars, same motors as the trucks. They've got the 9-step speed controllers, the highest D300 servos, $40 servos. And there you go. They're going to have the lipos in them, and they're going to be fitted with the sweet radial tires. If you hold your car, and you can show. So the spoke wheels are really cool. And I think we've spoken about this before, but I'll touch on it again. Yeah, Sweet do a licensed Hankook radial tire. And we can see here it's got really like a ghost tread in it. It's meant to look like a radial racing tire. So a street legal racing tire.
Look good, don't they?
They look really good. So we're going to be taking that out and giving these a good run. And these are 34 compound. And if these can work on a track temperature of 3 degrees like I think they will, then these will prove themselves invaluable. Really cool.
Awesome.
And with the spoke wheels, it looks really, really cool. You know? Yeah. So that's what we're doing on Sunday. Going down to Bendigo. Well, yeah, it's going to be a road trip. When was the last time you
actually raced? Oh, many years. If you don't count the velodrome, which is, I don't think it's really racing.
That was amazing.
It'll be...
Have to be 20 years, wouldn't it? 15, 20 years?
It's got to be at least 15 years.
There you go.
Yeah. Long time.
And it's only club racing, so it is fun. The emphasis is going to be on fun. That's why we're taking basic cars. We're going to go down there, introduce ourselves to the club, being major sponsor moving forward for the next 2 years of Bendigo On-Road Car Club. We're going to go down there, spend some time with people, let them drive our stuff, and have some fun racing.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really, really cool. Yeah, and it is really budget-friendly racing.
It is, isn't it?
These cars are ready to run all done on the racetrack. It's like, I don't know, like $400, which is really, really achievable, you know, for a lot of people. And that's what that club is really nurturing, is that entry point for people.
Yes.
And then if they really want to start going fast or getting the complicated stuff, then that's all available too. But not everybody wants to or has the means to jump straight in.
No, that's right.
You know,
it's a good starting point, isn't it?
Really good starting point. And the fundamentals and the fun is the same. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You can spend hundreds of dollars and have just as much fun as somebody who spent thousands.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so that is us for the week. So it's been busy. Been prepping up cars. We've been getting stickers done.
Yep.
Shop's been really busy. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Coming through.
How's that train layout? I'm still rattled. That
looks good, isn't it?
So
just transformed.
That is so far out of my comfort zone.
Is it?
Yeah. I am the least crafty person you've ever met, which is funny because you think this is quite like crafty or modeling. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. These nuts and bolts is easy for me. Actually, crafting and modeling stuff, yeah, it's just weird.
Oh, we'll get you into it a bit more.
We certainly will.
All right, let's check all these comments finally. So we did get the Go-Go Mill. Is this correct? The T250?
The T250. I
is that right?
Yep.
It is the T250. Okay, well done. We've got a question regarding the transponders.
Yes, I thought we might have. That's why I touched on it.
Okay, so do the MRT transponders work with MyLabs? Now I know there's a lot of different MRTs, and I don't know if they're fully compatible. What are we? You have to check on the clubs. Yeah.
So each clubs have different decoders, which is the system that decodes what's going over the loop.
Yeah.
Most systems will allow MRTs as well.
Right.
the industry standard is MyLapse.
Yep.
And that's what we retail.
Because the MRTs are a clone, aren't they?
Effectively, they're a different.
But there's different transmissions. So at the moment, latest MyLapse is RC4. And RC4s will work backwards compatible as well with older systems, right?
Yeah.
But MRTs, not too sure about that.
Yeah, so you have to check with your club.
Yeah.
And if you're racing somewhere locally all the time, just see what they're running.
Yeah.
And see what software they're using. And then once you have them, your transponder generally, like I've got transponders. There's one in my four-wheel drive buggy.
Yeah.
Which is like 10 years old. It's
Yeah.
even the older style,
Yeah.
MyLapse one.
Yes.
And they still work.
Yeah.
It's usually the uninstalling and installing from different cars and cutting wires and stuff like that. That's
Yes.
what wrecks them. They don't wear out. You can keep them
Yes.
forever. And
Yeah.
usually the wires break at the case
Mhm.
and they're impossible to solder back into the unit. But if you look after them, they are quite expensive. You look after them, yeah. And I believe the club does have, if you don't have your own transponder, I believe the club does have
Loan
club
transponders?
units.
Okay.
You know, but you have to take it in and out after every race. You have to go back on charge.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit painful. And that's what we used to have to do before we got personal ones.
Yes.
When we got personal ones, it was like such a fancy thing.
You didn't have to
No?
worry about it, did you? Because it used to be all the issues of you got everybody using club transponders.
Yeah,
There's
they
two racks of them.
There used to be red and there used to be black,
Yeah.
and then every race would alternate. But then you have to finish your race, take your transponder out, give it
Go
back, put
recharge.
your car on the table, go out
Yep.
and marshal.
Yep.
And then usually if you've got a broken car or something's happened or you're fixing somebody's car, then you'd forget, and then somebody in the next race is looking for their transponder, and
Yep.
it was a nightmare. Or you'd go home at the end of the day
And it's in there.
and it's in your car still, you know what I mean? So now it's a really good thing. Yeah, personal transponders has really been, like I said, it's probably quite an initial expense, like $150 thereabouts.
You just keep using them for years.
But you keep using them for years, and
Yeah.
it's an investment in the car. So it's part of your infrastructure,
yes.
and you can use it in all your race cars and across all your classes,
That's
whether
right.
it's 8-scale nitro, this, anything.
Yeah.
So that is transponders.
It's cool, isn't it? All right. Well, I think that's about it.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm about spent.
You're spent.
I am emotionally exhausted.
It's another long one. We got a lot in there. It was romantic. It was educational,
Romantic.
wasn't it?
I don't know. I feel violated if that counts. Is that a thing?
What, violations?
Yeah.
Not with you.
No, it was great fun. I really enjoy it. I even got to learn something about the Gundams today, so that is really cool. So,
It's been packed.
fantastic,
Feature
guys.
packed today.
Well, everybody enjoy school holidays if you're on them.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're able to come out to Bendigo and say hi to us on Sunday. Weather's looking fantastic.
Is it? Excellent.
Yeah, come out and say hi, have a spin. Yeah. Come in the store and say hi.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
All right,
Well, good to
guys.
see you there.
Thanks for watching, and I look forward to having you all again for next week's show. Show
111. Yes.
where we get up to more model rail shenanigans
That's it.
and
It's gonna
probably a bit of a
progress
race
further.
report.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm
for sure.
tipping that our cars and trucks won't probably be so shiny.
Depends what happens.
That's right.
I might
Depends what
bring it back
happens.
and I'll be covered in a bit of that. Anyway,
Mash.
master.
They might- That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Thanks heaps for watching.
Thank you. See you later.
See you next time.
Bye bye.